Kahalayim la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waha, Raha, Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say Shalom. Salutations to the hopeful elect, it's your brother Amraya. And quick PSA. YouTube is back at its old tricks again, all right? Removing brothers' videos. I myself have had a couple removed off my channel, taken down. But today I went to be edified, searching through several brothers' channels, a couple key titles, and was denied access to the videos, all right? So YouTube is back on that 2020, 2021 BS where they're removing videos again. And in lieu of your current president, Donald Duck, censoring free speech and all these other Bill of Rights and constitutional violations that are going on, it's of no surprise what is occurring. So prepare yourself for the famine of the word, because it is coming, all right? The persecution of the believers, you men of the Lord that are out here on the highways, byways, and hedges, who I consider believers, your persecution is going to come here very soon. As a reminder, this is Amos chapter 8, and verse 11, it says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, you men of the Lord that have studied diligently under the apostles, bishops, elders on down of Great Millstone, you have this word within you, Lord's will, Yahweh Ratazah. All right. But the others who were playing games, who didn't want to come into the fold, didn't understand that this truth was time sensitive, they're going to get caught out there, caught off guard, and they're not going to be able to hear the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai once the persecution begins. And I feel through the Spirit it's closer than we realize. Just a matter of time now. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Right? Because great persecution is going to begin. All right? And once that happens, once all the prophecies kick off full throttle, Jacob's trouble, the MOT to the B, the third world's woe, the civil unrest, the chaos that ensues, famines, pestilences, and plagues. Oh my, the list goes on, all right? Once it kicks off full throttle, like it says in Proverbs, I believe, a wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, all right? So the Lord is going to pull back his mouthpieces from off the highways, byways, and hedges, man. All right? They're not going to be putting up videos on YouTube. YouTube will remove them anyway. There are a couple, other sites that are left up, but soon to be taken down as well. Once the Lord removes his mouthpieces, then all that's left is judgment. All right? So again, if you happen to come across this video, you want to get it all in as you can, quick as you can, because YouTube is going to start removing brothers' videos at an alarming rate. All right. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, they that swear by the sin of Samaria and say, thy power, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. Right. So all that's going to be left again is judgment, all right? And as of right now, I must warn you, men of the Lord, again, that the Lord have already told us what we should expect from these times. All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, and we'll end here. Verse 24, it says, Then the Spirit entered into me, and set me upon my feet, and spake with me, and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thine house. Right. All right. The Lord is going to pull back his men. All right. Verse 25, But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. Right. They're going to look to place the men of the Lord into custody. All right. To try to keep this truth from hitting full steam. All right. But it's too late. If the Lord be for it, who can be against it? But they are going to seek to put you in custody. And this is why we always say this truth is deadly serious. All right. They're going to seek to put bands upon you, cuffs. All right. To place you into custody and put you in these concentration camps, unalive some of you. All right. Because this truth is deadly serious. And this is what you signed up for. So understand, if it be the Lord's will, you be saved from what is coming. But you may have to be martyred for this truth. It is what it is. Verse 26, I will make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth, that you shall be dumb and shall not be to them a reprover. Who is them? The house of Israel. All right. And the heathens as well, but mainly the house of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, you confusion of faces. The Lord will not have us rebuking you any longer. All right, that's what you hate anyway. You hate the men of the Lord. You make them an offender for the word. All right, you hate them that rebuketh in the gate, and therefore the Lord is going to retract his men. All right, and we won't be to you a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. All right. The house of Israel, as it says in Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 24. You have been rebellious from the day that I knew you. All right. Roughly paraphrasing. So again, I'll begin at verse 25. But you, son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon you, and shall bind you with them, and you shall not go out among them. And I will make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth. You won't be able to speak this truth. All right. That you shall be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with you, I will open your mouth, and you shall say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Right. And I said we will end here, but got one more I want to grab. All right. We're going to go to Proverbs chapter 1. And I'll begin at verse 22. It says, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Until the very end, all right, is the answer. They're going to delight in their foolery. All right. They're going to reject this word. They're going to mock. They're going to scoff. But guess what it continues on to say? Verse 23, Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have said not, Salakia, but you have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right. The Lord is going to mock those that mock this truth. All right. And the time is coming very soon. Continue reading. It's a short read. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that is wisdom. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. Prepare yourselves, Akim. I feel it coming. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. All right, inside joke. Shalom.